So fun, Lori.
This is a
Britt,
really fun
Janice.
day.
Yeah, look at that.
Thank you for being here on this truly historic day
It is
today.
exciting.
Should I put it in gallery view for now, you think?
Yeah, because I
Let's
can't
just do
see
it. I know
everybody.
we want to see everyone.
Hello. Yes, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. It is the January the 19th. I woke up this morning and I'm like, it feels like Christmas.
I
Why,
know.
why do I think it feels like Christmas? It took me a hot second. And then I'm like, oh, I know.
Your subconscious knew.
Yeah,
It's a big
we were
day.
thinking about it already.
Good morning.
So. Yes, wow. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you putting in amazing orders for Night to Shine products. I mean, we love an order no matter what and who it's for, but when you're putting in, $1,000 orders, I'm guessing it's probably a Night to Shine.
Yeah.
So I went to bed with certain sales numbers last night, and then Melissa Holland came along, and all of a sudden they looked a lot better. So thank you to all of you because many of you, Jody and Linda and Sarah, and I always hate to do call outs because I'm going to miss people who are doing really cool things, but yeah, so much good stuff happening. So. All right. So I'm going to give you one more minute before we get
Yeah,
started
people
because
keep
it's a
trickling in.
historic day.
We cannot allow any Hope Girl who wants to be here to miss a minute of it.
Yeah. I was just talking to Katie, so hopefully she will find herself here shortly.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, well, we have a full agenda today with
Mhm.
so much excitingness about it that we want to go ahead and get started for this morning. So, first of all, we have our big announcement. We're going to show you some little details, some fun things. We're going to have a whole interview with Katie. I actually have a really fun piece of media to show you that I don't think has ever been shown before, that I got special permission to show you today early. But first, we do not want to miss the opportunity to look at last year and congratulate those of you who sold our top 10 spots in Trades of Hope last year. So I wish I could celebrate every single person who sold even $50 last year
I know.
because it matters, it matters, it matters. It really, really does. But today, since we need to limit ourselves a wee bit, we are going to celebrate your top 10 sellers of 2025.
Yep.
What year is it?
We're so
Just kidding.
excited
I
to
do know.
celebrate you. The sales that you made, again, Gretchen's so right. Every sale made, whether it was you bought a bracelet for yourself or you're on this top seller list, everywhere in between, made a real impact in the lives of women and mothers and survivors who just needed an opportunity to show the world what she's capable of, to provide for her children, send them to school, put food on the table, keep them out of orphanages, keep those families together. You all did that, whether your name is on this list or not. You were such an integral. We say all the time, like, if every woman who's a part of Trades of Hope who signed up as a partner just like shopped something for herself, something small, it would be life-changing for our artisans. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Definitely. So, all right. Okay. All right.
Hello.
Hi,
You
Katie.
made it. Oh, and you have new glasses. How
You
cute.
look so
And
cute.
Oh, thank you.
you got your hair cut.
I did. I cut it all off.
2026.
Beautiful.
It's growing though. I want to cut it. I want to cut it more because it's easier to manage here.
Yeah, that's understandable. And a
Yeah.
busy mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Busy mom. All
Well,
right.
you jumped in. You can be a part of our fun. We're just about to celebrate our top sellers of 2025
Awesome.
before we jump into our fun time together.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, you have lots of hey Katie's in the chat right now. Everyone's so happy you're here.
Hello.
Awesome. Okay. So, yeah, we need our like drum roll music.
I know.
You go ahead and get us. It's
No worries. Michelle's working on it. It's good.
We're having technical difficulties. Little glitches. Little glitches. I've never said that before. All right. Yes, and happy Martin Luther King Day. It's always good to honor everything he did and his legacy. I was reading again the things this morning. So impressive, so amazing. All right.
Is it cold in Florida?
Yes, it's very cold.
It's like 50.
Around, no, it's like 30, it's like 36. It's almost freezing.
I miss the cold. It's hot
41.
here. We had like 2 days that was cold, and then we're back to being hot. So,
Oh, you
How
have to
do
bring a
how do the
sweater.
girls handle that? What does that look like?
oh, they want to go to school in sweaters, and I'm like, are you like they're no. I'm like, it's not that cold. It's like 70, or 60.
I wear a sweater when it's 60 or 70 too.
Really?
Plus, like, how many opportunities do you get to wear them in Dominican Republic? So
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I brought all my scarves over.
that probably wasn't necessary. Yeah.
No, definitely not. They're in a box now.
Yeah. Uh, I cannot believe how big Cairo's getting, by the
I
way.
know.
It's like a little man. He's like a tiny little man now.
Yep.
Where'd the baby go?
I
So,
know. Yeah, he's Mr. Independent, likes to do his own thing. He speaks Spanish and English, so both counts to 10 in both languages. So,
Oh, he's so
yeah.
cute.
he's adorable. So,
Let's jump into it. I'm so
thank you,
excited.
Michelle. Sorry to throw that back on you at the last minute. She gets it all
No,
ready.
that's
She sends it to
okay.
me. I get it ready, and then nope.
All right, let's see. Let's hope it works.
It looks promising.
Yay! Top sellers of 2025.
Yes. What number should we start with? Number 10, maybe?
10.
Number
Yes.
10. Michelle's thinking you better start with 10 because it's so different. All right. Number 10, top seller of 2025 was Sarah Sequoia. Yay, Sarah. Sarah has been with us for 15 out of 15 years now.
The very beginning.
Yep, she is one of the very, very beginning awesome women. So thank you, Sarah. You are steadfast and you are the vendor event queen for sure. So
It's such your long-term partnership is such a beautiful picture of long-term devotion to creating sustainable, ongoing jobs for our artisans. So thank you so
Sarah.
much.
All right, number 9.
Erica,
Welcome,
I
Yay.
love that.
Yes, Erica is fairly new. Really?
Relative to Sarah, yes, yes.
Yes.
So this is so beautiful. It shows that anything's possible.
Definitely. And I love Erica. I love spending time with her so much.
Yes.
We're going to have a good time in Florida. It's
Yeah.
going to be fun. Still trying to get Sarah there, but yes. So thank you, Erica, for all you are doing.
You're
We really
amazing.
appreciate you. All right. Number 8. It's Linda Jenkins. Another OG. Linda and Sarah are tried and true, awesome, just great women to
Such
have in
dedicated women.
in this company. And I had
Yeah.
Linda over. We had coffee together on Saturday morning and talked all things travel and trades of hope and life stuff. And because we've known each other a long time now.
I know.
See,
Something that stands out to me about women who have been around for 10, 15 years is just your dedication to not letting any obstacle or any change come up. Think about how much has changed over 10, 15 years and how we advocate for women and in technology and social media. And there was a whole pandemic in the middle of that. And it's just so incredible. The resilience that these women have for our mission and for our artisans around the world is so special, so beautiful. So thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. All right, number 7.
Leslie! Woo!
If
Wow,
you
what a
have-
sweet woman.
If you have spent time with Leslie Hawes, you know she is so sweet, but so spicy.
Oh.
And I love that. That's
She's
like the best combo, right? Yes, she is a devoted mom and grandma, and she works hard and loves on her family just really, really well. So
She has like this fierce conviction for justice, but then goes about it in the most sweet, compassionate, dedicated way.
Yes. So
Thank you, Leslie.
All right, number 6. Jill
Jill.
Denison. Now I know Jill is working right now, so she's not on this call, but she will for sure. She's very, very good about watching her replays.
She
So yay,
is.
Jill. Jill has been a top seller on and off for probably 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And she's just a huge contributor to this sisterhood
Yeah.
and to being
She
an
adds
advocate
so
for
much.
artisans and is incredibly kind and loving. And we just love Jill.
She's such a great example of a woman too who has heart for international missions and outreach
True.
and making the world a better place in the far corners of the world. But uses Trades of Hope to fulfill that mission of her heart amongst raising her son and her life here in the US. And so, we thought about that, right? We think women could do this at the beginning of Trades of Hope if they're really like they really love travel and international missions, like they could use Trades of Hope. But then you don't know if anyone's really going to see it that way and use it that way. And of course, they have over the years. And Jill is such a spotlight of that, a leader of that. So grateful for her.
Thank you, Jill. We really appreciate you. I just love hanging with her too.
Fun.
All right, number 5.
Number 5. Oh, Marie! One of the biggest hearted, most generous women I have ever met, who will have you rolling on the floor laughing.
Yes.
But then it's like she's so funny and you'll just like be crying laughing together, but then her love for people runs so deep.
Definitely. And Marie and I have gone through a few similar things recently, and she is one of the few women that I text about it. And I hope she feels my love for her as much as I feel her love for me, because she is amazing, huge advocate, and no one loves Batte girls more than Marie Chenard.
so
Maybe some of us
true.
love her the same, but
Right.
more.
Right.
So
True.
yeah.
Very
So
true.
she's gonna love this whole. She's a very busy woman, so I don't know that she knows what's coming, but she's gonna
love it.
that we
Thank
know.
you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie. You're awesome. So much goodness.
Our number 4 top seller of 2025 is Diane Wilson, another international missions minded woman who's using Trades of Hope to continue having an international impact in multiple countries at once.
Yes. She is a busy mom. She is a smart woman. She is a blast to talk to. I learn from her every time she speaks
I
about
know.
anything.
So wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that she sees so much value in putting so much of her time and energy into advocating and selling Trades of Hope products, working with our artisans. So
She's someone who, like, we've just watched her apply her willingness to apply herself and learn new things, all for the sake of creating more jobs for women around the world. Like, she knows it's that important. And again, when we talk about what Trades of Hope has navigated in the world and online throughout the years, she's just someone who's just like, okay, like I'm willing to learn anything. I'm willing to try anything. And that is how you end up being number 4 top seller. So thank you, Diane.
yeah, thank you, Diane. Number 3.
Ooh, we're getting up there. The 3rd top seller is
Shelby
Black. Yes, no surprise there.
Yes, congratulations, Shelby. Shelby is a powerhouse of being an advocate, love of fair trade, love of textiles, anything artisan made. I don't know how many times a week I'm like, oh yeah, Shelby will like that. Oh yeah, Shelby will like that. And so, good thing is Shelby likes a lot of the same things I like. And so that makes it a little easier.
makes it easier.
So, yes.
And all the while creating so many jobs for women internationally, globally, she also pours so much support and love into the sisterhood here at the same time. And that takes not only time, but a lot of energy, because she's so genuine about everything she does as well. So thank you, Shelby, so much for pouring into our artisan partners, of course, but also pouring into this community and the sisterhood here. We really appreciate it. Yes. As Tawny says, the best mentor.
Yes.
You have mentored so many women over your time at Trades of Hope. And that is, it's such a beautiful testament to how you love people near and far. So thank you.
Definitely. Thank you for all the weekends that you have
Mhm.
dedicated to having parties, trying to revive the home party for us. That's
Yeah.
been a great trial, I know, but it has come with a lot of fruit
Yeah.
and all the vendor events and events you show up with and just absolutely amazing all the work that you get done. So thank
Yeah.
you so much, Shelby. We
Thank you.
appreciate you. All right, number two.
We have
Susan
Susan
Johnston.
Johnston.
Woo, Susan. Susan is amazing. If you
Susan.
know Susan, she has like 18 children and not really. She has a big family and homeschools several of the little girls right now, has
Yeah.
homeschooled her whole family at
Yeah.
times. And she is just incredibly organized and thoughtful and strategic. She's really fun to talk about with those things
Mhm.
because she brings something to the table. She has a unique skill set
Mhm.
that we really appreciate. And then she's an amazing advocate for women around the
Mhm.
world, helping to create jobs, helping to, alleviate poverty and human trafficking.
Mhm.
Like this woman, I don't know how she can care about so many things at once.
Yeah.
But she has a huge heart, and I'm just so glad that we get to know you and work with you, Susan. You are such a light, and love having you in our lives as well.
She's such a beautiful proof of possibility because she has a big, beautiful family and she does juggle. So many of us have seen her calendar. Okay. It is packed day to day.
Yeah.
And yet she will always slot in time for Trades of Hope and time for her Trades of Hope business, not only her own Trades of Hope business, but time to help each of you in your Trades of Hope businesses as well. Like if Susan can find the time, truly anyone can find the time. And just thinking of her devotion and her prioritizing our artisans over everything she has going on in her personal life is literally making me tear up right now because she just makes it a priority. And it doesn't mean that it needs to take 30 hours a week or anything like that, but the time she does have, she prioritizes, and that is making all the difference. And again, even with someone who has such a full life, they can end up number 2 on the annual best-selling list. So thank you, Susan,
Thank you,
so,
Susan.
so much.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and number one,
Drum roll.
Lori Wagner. Gloria. You guys know Gloria is the queen of consistency. She is the queen of I was talking to her on the phone the other day and actually accidentally said happy hour. So we might change to
The
that.
queen of happy hour.
Power hours. Yes. And so she loves helping you guys on those power hours that immediately follow this call every week.
Yeah. So stay on after this call if you want a little bit of what Loria has.
Yep.
Run your business with her for an
Little
hour.
Gloria
Yes.
magic.
Yes.
Gloria is just an amazing advocate. Her heart, every time she talks about artisans, her eyes tear up.
Yeah.
She's incredibly sweet, incredibly caring, very thoughtful woman who really does try and sell so much Trades of Hope stuff.
Yeah.
And we
she
really
does.
appreciate that, Gloria.
She
To all of you.
just wants it. She's consistent with
Yeah.
it, and it happens. Not to say that it's effortless for her, because I know she pours a lot of time and energy and trial and error into things, and she's just willing to bring all of that and all of herself to this work. And it's really, really beautiful to behold. And I'm just so grateful that Trades of Hope has attracted Loria and women like Loria, who are just incredible women, beautiful women. Who just fight for justice where they can. That's all we really can do is steward what we've been given. So thank you, Loria, so much for being a beautiful example of that.
Thank you, Gloria. Just such a light. All of you are such a light.
Yeah.
It's all top 10 of you, all of you on this call. I know I say it a lot, but I'm just so honored that we get to do this work with you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
cannot
thank you.
believe you think of like conceptually Trades of Hope and we're in partners and women coming in and want to advocate for artisans. You're like, yeah, that sounds great. But then to see each of your individual names and your faces and the sales you bring in, the posts that you make and the heart that you bring to all of it is just this kaleidoscope of beauty that like no one can predict and no one could imagine. So thank you to each and every one of you, because we couldn't do this without you. I know that sounds like a cliche, but we would not be placing the orders that we are with Artisans without you. We wouldn't be creating the jobs that we are without you. We wouldn't be able to be having fun days like we are going to have today without each and every one of you. So thank you. Thank you so much for making this this movement a movement. Otherwise, we would just be an online retailer, and you have made it all a movement. So thank you so much.
All right.
She was not expecting to like cry.
We actually weren't expecting to, we did not plan to say something about each of you.
No, we had no notes. That was all
things. And I'm like, oh, we love her. So thank you to all of you. And thanks for Katie for being patient with us and celebrating with us. Yeah, we loved having you on here with that. Thank you. Okay, so today, should we do the announcement first?
Do you want to mention these things or no?
No.
Okay.
That's like notes. That's like
Okay, no.
boring. Just notes for me.
Well, we are here today, particularly with the incredible force of nature that is Katie Godkin, because today is the beginning of a new chapter at Trades of Hope that we are seeing indefinitely into the future. Like that is our prayer. That is what we want. There's no end date. This is not a promotion. And we wanted to kick it off here today with Katie.
Yeah. So, well, should I just read exactly what it says on here? Because I feel like, do you want to say that? What do you want to do?
Do you want to like bring Katie?
Not
Because you and
first.
Katie have talked a little bit.
We have. And I
little
looked at
bit.
her text and I'm like, no, she knows pretty much what we're doing.
She knows what we're doing.
Okay. Saying to the field, I'm like, she doesn't even know. And then I read our WhatsApp message and I'm like, oh yeah, no, she knows. I told her. So, it is our sincere hope by making this change where each Trades of Hope product that we sell, minus subscriptions, because they do their own things, give 1 day of sponsorship to a young woman in Katie's program at Casa Azul, at, one of the many houses that you now have. Because I think you have big announcements coming up here soon too. I thought that as I was watching something again recently. But wait, so many good things. We are going to get into that, and we are going to let Katie share and share more details about all of this. But let's talk about packaging, and then I want to show the video, and then you
That's
can
fine,
Katie.
So this is the rope dropping moment. This is we're cutting the ribbon, grand opening. This point forward, any Trades of Hope product that's not a subscription, not beyond our brand, will donate a day for one of these girls in Katie's program, Bate Rehab Project. So we're so excited that we needed the customers to know the impact they're making. So we have these new packaging editions.
So these stickers, I know you can't see what it says because it's very small because we couldn't cut any of the words out.
It's so
it's important.
Gretchen was like, it's too small. And I'm like, well, what word do you want to cut? She's like, I can't.
I know. I worked on it. I even ran it through like AI stuff. It didn't come up with anything nearly as good. Like I took exactly what you wrote and tried.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. We have to go back to the original.
So, there might be different versions in the future, but like we couldn't just say it donates to a human trafficking shelter. Because if you've been to the DR, that's not what this is. Like it's so much deeper and more life-changing than this. So you want to read it for them?
I do.
Okay. I'll hold up one while you read it. So you can kind of.
It says, with this accessory, you've sponsored 1 day of healing in a family-like, loving, safe home for a girl rescued from human trafficking in the Dominican Republic.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, we didn't want to shorten that.
I know it's long, but it's like we need to talk about how loving this program is. That it is holistic. It is family-like. It is loving. We wanted to mention that, most of the people who are benefiting from Bate Rehab Project, like they're girls. We're not, of course, like any survivor, any victim of human trafficking is heartbreaking. But then when you get to the DR and you see that these are beautiful
little
girls, like it brings so much more depth to what Katie is doing in the Dominican Republic. So who knows what happens in the future with stickers, but this is where we're at right now. And we're very excited about, again, trying to communicate the depth of what Katie does on a sticker. We can't really do that. So we're trying our best here.
So we also put it on the box.
We have new tape. New tape.
So this tape says, just so no one misses it.
So your mail carrier will know the impact you have made.
Yes, you've sponsored a girl rescued from human trafficking to heal in a loving, family-like safe home. Thank you. Great post.
Yeah, and it's all over. So no matter where it's cut, the
Can't
message
miss it.
is going to be on there. We also have, it'll be on
box.
all of our boxes. So there you
Yes.
go. We're
So-
very, very excited about this.
Yes. All right. We could talk for days about that, but let's go ahead. Katie had shared with me a few weeks ago this new video that she had put together, and it wraps up everything, especially if you have not been to Casa Azul yet. If you have not been to the Dominican Republic, which I know many of you on this call have, I figured you need to see this first, and then we'll get Katie.
We'll go in
answer that.
deeper. We'll go in deeper with Katie.
All right. Michelle, can you roll the tape, please?
You've always wanted to say that. Huh?
Yeah.
This is a world premiere too, because no one's seen apart from a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
people. It's not public yet, so
Yeah, this is yeah, they have not even announced that. So this is our private viewing, which we will keep private until she shares. Kind of, except for here.
can you hear it?
Yeah, sorry, Michelle, we can't hear this. Sorry.
But maybe because Michelle's muted.
Yeah.
Let me try that and see because I could hear it, but let's see. There's no audio yet. Wait for it. No? Okay.
I think there should be an option when you're sharing a video if you want to share the audio too or not. I don't know if you've seen that.
Rats.
Stay tuned.
Well, you look beautiful in
Here
the
we
video.
go. Here we go. Share sound.
Oh, yay.
Let's try this again, shall we? We're going to start from the beginning. Okay, let's see what happens.
My name is Katie, and I'm the founder of BRP and Bate Girls. The Dominican Republic is a source, transit, and destination point for human trafficking. Globally, human trafficking generates 150 billion USD annually, and 9.5 billion USD is generated just from the Dominican Republic. The United Nations ranks the island nation as having the third fastest growing human trafficking industry in the world. Globally, over 70% of human trafficking victims are women and girls. 50% of trafficking victims are less than 16 years old. Less than 1% of victims are rescued. I have been working here in the Dominican Republic now for 16 years. I came down here 16 years ago on a mission trip, and little did I know that I had a lifetime of work ahead of me and the creation of this ministry here. While studying my architectural career, I came across a statistic, and I was told that I would only serve 1% of the world's population as an architect. And I did not want to do that. So I chose to serve the other 99%. What that looked like was coming down to a third world country and developing architectural solutions. And ultimately, what that led me to was finding human trafficking. As I was building homes here in the Dominican Republic, thinking that I was helping, I was actually hurting, because little did I know that children were being sold by their own parents within the homes that we were building. We decided that it was time to change what we were doing here. I decided to take a stand against human trafficking and to focus on the women and the children who were being trafficked, and to focus on the statistic of less than 1% of victims are ever rescued. That is the statistic that we are committed to changing. Casa Azul is our main home. It's home to our minors in the program between the ages of 0 and 17 years old. Providing a home for these girls after rescue is the most important part about the work that we do. Casa Azul really is a place where these girls can not only come and receive shelter, but where they are loved, cared for, taught, and learn to be a child again. Casa Rosada is home to our girls who are 18 years and up. It's our brand new transitional home that opened up in 2025. And currently we have 4 girls and 1 minor living in that home. Centro Libertad is our new Freedom Center. It will be home to our programs where our staff will be attending the care of our girls. This center will be home to the holistic care programs of BRP. Bate Girls is our employment piece here at BRP. It's a program where we can allow our girls to experience employment, create, make beautiful jewelry that also speaks to the heart of the ministry. Our girls not only have an opportunity to be a part of this employment program, but they also are still part of the organization through all 6 of our programs. We are ensuring that they're receiving the holistic care that they need in order to keep growing, keep fulfilling their dreams, and to ultimately empower their future. How can you help? You can become an advocate. You can pray for us. You can walk side by side with us. You can choose to become a donor. You can choose to become a sponsor of one of our girls. And you can choose to purchase our beautiful jewelry. Most importantly, we want you to become part of our family so that we can help to continue the fight against human trafficking here in the Dominican Republic.
Wow, that is so incredible. I saw so many people in the chat were having my experience as well, which was like a very emotional, like, I mean, someone just said it, like a take me back feeling. What a beautiful movement you have created, Katie, and we're just so honored to come alongside you. And I mean, I know Gretchen's been trying to think of like even more creative ways, like how can we do more? How can we do more? And this was kind of the answer to that. So we're so honored to know you and to partner with you.
No, thank you. Honor's all mine too.
Okay, I would love to hear, I think everyone would love to hear from you, Katie. Do you mind sharing a little bit more about that 3rd new building that you mentioned in the video?
Yeah, and then we have a 4th too that's not in the video. I have to wipe my eyes a little bit. That video, a friend, another ministry here, New Hope Girls, her son is a photographer and videographer. And so he had been producing for her, and I asked him to come down and, do some stuff for us. And I gave him no script. I just told him that I wanted to tell the story of BRP because honestly, I feel like our website's outdated. I've just been trying to like wear so many hats for so many years, and for him to put all that together, and even like those old photos of me from, not even my husband had seen those photos, and it's like, wow, like how far has this come, and even just in the last 2 years. So yeah. So we haven't published the video yet. I have to get that out by the end of the month because it's important for people uh, to know who we are, and also connect between BRP and Bate Girls. So someone just asked, like,
Yeah.
what does BRP stand for? So BRP is Bate Rehab Project. So that's the ministry. So Bate Girls is basically our brand name for the jewelry, and the jewelry program is a part of the ministry. So just as 100% of the sales that we produce go right back into the ministry, the girls who are, working are also girls who have been rescued. So it's kind of a full cycle, but obviously jewelry isn't their long-term aspiration. They're in university as well. It's a way that they can learn how to be in a job setting. And actually for the first time, some of our girls, Erica is going into accounting. So she's actually, her university schedule is a lot more flex and up until May. So she's going to be doing about 40 hours a week. When they usually work like 20 something. So she's going to be split between doing jewelry and she's going into accounting now. So she'll be helping us on the accounting side.
Awesome.
And then one of our new girls, Claribel, she has actually been doing accounting and she's really good at it and she loves it.
Yay.
And so, it's just a way that they can obviously make an income for themselves, but also learn how it is to be in a job setting. It's important for them to learn that. And I know that it's definitely working because I even, we're trying to grow our team right now as well. And I said to some of my staff, I'm like, Eric and Rosara have such a work ethic that they have only learned from me. And that will then continue them in whatever job they choose in the future. But hopefully one day, the girls, the people who continue BRP will be the girls, So
Yeah.
that's the ultimate aspiration, really.
Yeah.
So the Centro de Libertad, it means Freedom Center. So, as everything, I kind of get a dream and then I pray about it and then I let God take the lead. And this one was a really fun one because I knew that we needed more space to provide for our girls. So we had a space in the back of the house that when we moved 2 years ago, it was like a huge expansion for us. We were like, so much space. We have like, because we went from like having one room of a space to having 3 rooms. And, but we have quickly outgrown that space now because we have currently 31 girls in our program, from 2 to 24. So this, obviously I was thinking to myself, okay, well, how do we expand the space? How do we locate something that's close by? It has to be safe. It can't be in a specific location. We have to have certain levels of security. And so we had found this building just up the road, and I was like, this is it. This is perfect. This is it. And I was calling the lawyer every day, and he was like, mañana, mañana, tomorrow. And every day for 2 weeks, I called mañana every day. And I was like, okay, where are we at? I have, I put together my proposal. I got the donors, and I was like, I have the money. I'm ready to go. Like, we're ready to like make this it. And he was like, mañana, mañana. So after 2 weeks, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pray about it and I'm gonna put it in God's hands. And so that night I prayed, and that night God revealed to me it was not gonna happen, and I cried.
Hmm.
He was like, nope, this is not gonna happen. This is not where you're supposed to be. And so I was like, well, where else could I possibly find that would be right for this space? And the very next day, I was driving home to Casa Azul from the office. And we've doubled 19. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Um, I was on the way back to Casa Azul, and I was with 2 of my staff members. I was like, there was a house for rent here on like a street close by, but it was huge and we would never want to live there. But maybe we could rent it and make it the program spaces. And so I just so happened to turn and I found it, and I was like, wow. I was like, and it's for rent still. It had been up for rent for a year.
Wow.
And you can see in the video, it's huge. It's massive. It's beautiful. It's like amazing. And so I called the real estate agent who was helping me find new properties. And I was like, can we look at this today? And he was like, yeah. So we went in the afternoon. It was double the rent budget wise. And I was like, I cannot pull that off without a donor. And then I was like, well, it's more than we need space wise. Like, why do we need that much space? And so basically after that day, everything just fell into place. The donor said yes. The donor is a Dominican person here through our church. And he was like, God's calling you to more than what you think that you're being called to. Like, this is a space that you can grow into, but you're quickly going to grow out of. Because ultimately, the next step for us is buying land and building, because we just can't populate anymore. We already have, because right now we have 5 buildings, right? So we have our office, we have the Freedom Center, and we have 3 homes. So we are behind schedule. because of Christmas, because Christmas for 31 girls was a lot more than I expected from last year. Even just stuffing stockings and all of that. But we are on track, hopefully, to open the center next month. So basically, it's a beautiful 5 bedroom, 5 bath home that we're going to be using for programs. So that looks like Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 p.m. It's also going to allow us to grow our team because we don't have space for people to work right now. So I'm sharing my office with someone. So we're going to be growing our education team. We have also on the education side through our church allocated a way for us to be able to do homeschool legally here in the Dominican Republic, and that is all done. So, and now,
Amazing.
yeah, it is a really amazing because a lot of you know we've had a lot of struggles with just the toxic environment that exists in the public school system. I think globally, we're just living in a different world nowadays, honestly. And so you're rescuing these girls from the streets and then you're putting them back into an environment between 7 and 4 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, with the same type of people who they were rescued from. And so I obviously, we want to make sure that they're progressing legally with their education, but the only way to do that was to find the way to do that. And that was with Home Life Academy. So homeschool is going to be new for us too. It's completely new territory for me because I'm not familiar whatsoever. But we are going to have an education space in Casa Azul, which is where the current education space is. That's going to be for little ones up to 4. And then the center will be for 6 and up. So it's going to be set up on the first floor, like as a homeschool lab, and then a communal workspace. We have a private office for education. Then second floor, we're setting up because the bedrooms are massive. They're like 3 times as big as my office. So we're setting up a clinic in one of the bedrooms. So doctors will be able to come with us, to provide for the girls instead of us having to take them to our office spaces. And then we will have a mental health space. We are hiring a social worker who we already have, who's ready to go. And then we have 2 psychologists on staff. And then we're hiring another person in health as well to help Yaine. And then on the education side, we're going to be hiring probably about 3 or 4 teachers in different areas so that the girls have the support they need for the homeschool. And then we have a programs operations room. So those are 2 new positions that we've hired this year. And then we have a conference room. So this building is really kind of the public face for BRP, because another thing that we've experienced is as much as we've grown, we're not an organization that likes to kind of, it's why do we have to be in the street shouting about the work that we do? Because our work is so private. And even honestly, with the way that we work with donors, everything is very private. And, we have a very strong relationship with donors. Like it's very one-on-one. And obviously we have to grow our donors, but it's just been like family, like the video says, like join the family. And so people here have a hard time understanding why they can't see what we do because everything's behind closed doors. And so I felt that this was also God giving us an opportunity to kind of put a public face to the organization and show the quality of care that we're giving these girls. Because when they do see this center finished, we're going to do a big opening for the center and invite local fiscals and for people to come and see what we're going to be providing for our girls. That's where people will start to shift their perspective and see the work that we're doing. Because sometimes people can just see us like, oh, you're the person who puts people in jail, or you're the person that, rescues the girl and keeps her and won't give her back to her family. And it's like, well, I can't give her back to her family because X, Y, and Z. And so I think for the first time, BRP is going to be seen in a different light here in the Dominican Republic, which is incredibly important for the work that we're doing as well. And then aside from the center, we have a new house called the Faith House, Casa de Fe. It's brand new as well. We already have it. It's going to be for new rescues. So instead of girls coming directly into Casa Azul, they're going to go into another house. It's going to be a little bit more focused. There's only 2 girls per bedroom. There's going to be 2 people on staff there. And so it's going to be just a little bit of a quieter space where they can adjust because our girls come in complete crisis. And last year, because we had so many new girls coming in, it just kind of sent everyone into crisis. So even girls who had been with us for over a year were in crisis. And so we wanted to separate and try and start to do triage, which is the ultimate goal. So that's going to be our new rescue home, and then they'll stay there probably for 3 to 6 months, and then they'll transition into Casa Azul. We have had some girls go back to families last year, and so we've started working on reintegrations, and one of those was very successful. The other one was not, but it wasn't successful not because of us, because of the lack of support and the lack of sometimes magistrates just want to give the kids right back without doing appropriate studies on the family, and it's not a safe environment for them to be. So there's so many more aspects now to the work that we do that we're trying to build on, and everything we're doing with intention so that then it can be replicated. So that's the ultimate goal, is to keep growing.
Amazing.
Wow. I don't think anyone could doubt for a second how intentional and informed all of your steps are and the long-term vision you have for these girls and truly for human trafficking in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just trying to put a band-aid on a situation or try to shape up a girl as quickly as possible. Like this is really long-term, beautiful work that you're doing with these girls and even as they become women and I mean, even your heart and what you say about human trafficking victims that might not even be placed with you one day, and the heart you have for that system and the vision you have for that system, it's all so incredible. And I can't imagine. I don't know. I just can't imagine having any more faith in someone or in a ministry as we do in you because of your integrity and your heart and your dedication to this mission that's even bigger than we can conceptualize. We know that there's so much we don't know that you do know, and you lead from that place, and it's really, really beautiful.
Well, thank you. You bring up so we also have a new program that no one knows about yet either. It's our rescue program. As you know, I've always worked on rescues, and it's kind of been not only have I grown my relationship it's a friendship I have with the police and the Coronela, but through a partner of Tim Tebow. So we are a Tim Tebow partner, as you know. One of their partners is Lantern Rescue. They were coming and doing, work here on the ground, but they didn't really have a way to directly work with the police because everyone wants to be the middleman so they can benefit financially. And so last year I said, we started off last year with our training in January with them. And then we built on that relationship. And then they came back multiple times. We had meetings. We brought them into the coalition. And then I sat down with them and said, I'm going to bring you to the police and you tell me what you're available to do and I will help. And so we are actually now coordinating rescues for the entire country. And with funding that's provided by Lantern Rescue. So basically, we're the middleman. We have a bank account here in the Dominican Republic just for rescues that they transfer funds into. And then I'm the person who works with the police and we provide funding for all rescues. So not only are a lot of those new rescues that Lantern helped fund, and then ultimately we receive the girls, but on all rescues for human trafficking nationwide, we have access to that now. And so it kind of brings a deeper understanding to like the issue nationwide, because sometimes you would just know about cases that are coming directly to you. But that's obviously not, my passion really lies, as you know, in that initial process and trying to, find a solution for the bigger issue at hand, which is human trafficking here in the Dominican Republic. So, yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of our new cases are a lot younger than we're used to. So like 8, 11, we had a couple of 11-year-olds. We have twin girls from Panama who were 8. Yeah. So We have some beautiful girls right now. It's a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
My lunch breaks sometimes turn into long lunch breaks because the amount of hugs, and I have to kind of escape from the house because, so that's why we also need to grow our team. And Tony had said about missionary teachers. Yes, please. Yeah, I mean, like I just in all aspects we want to grow because we even have, accommodation if someone wanted to come down and intern, they could stay in Casa Rosada. So it's just time now to, you know, finish building the foundation and then keep building up from there.
I would love to, and again, I say I know everyone would love this, which is why I'm asking it, to hear from you when we talk about this new way that we want to partner with you in giving back with every Traits of Hope design purchased. We have a post that just went out that talks about BRP and all of like the holistic care that you provide for these survivors. And it talks about education, it talks about medical care, it talks about psychological mental health care. But from your perspective, what would you say that give back has? What impact is that making within BRP and within the lives of these survivors?
No, huge, right? Because one of the hardest things that I realized transitioning from a ministry that built homes to now rescuing and restoring lives, raising money for that is 10 times harder,
Yeah.
believe it or not. It's sad to say, but I feel like, sometimes you can raise funds for animals and easy than you can raise funds for girls. And so, especially I always try and do everything with integrity and complete transparency because also, we're, a smallish organization operating on a budget, way less than a lot of other people are. You have multi-million-dollar organizations who say they have X amount of victims and they're doing X amount of work. And then you have us, and we're like not even over $500,000 in annual revenue. And it's like, well, how are we doing what we do with that amount of money? And it's because we're doing it with the amount of money that we have. And so, with the give back, I mean, that's just like with the whole thing with the integrity. And that goes right back to the very beginning of our relationship was one of the reasons why I love Traits of Hope was because how in the integrity and just the honest and truthfulness. And you guys keep it very truthful, even with all the changes that have happened over the years as well. It's just genuine. And you don't really see too many genuine brands or even organizations nowadays, and so it's kind of like restoring faith in humanity to some extent because realistically, right? Because what would, I would rather purchase products knowing that, oh, that's too expensive. And it's like, well, is it really? Do you know what went behind that or the costs that are involved in that? Because I know how that works too. And sometimes, it's difficult because we're in such a different world and society now where everything's just like what's the cheapest and what's the fastest. And with our girls, it's not the cheapest and the fastest. And that's why I say to people also, like when they come in and we go and buy them clothes, like even my own staff were like, we can buy like like they call them a baka, like a huge bag of donated clothes. And that's what people do here. They buy a huge bag and then they sell the clothes individually. And they're like, why don't you just buy one of those? And the girls can, I was like, no, I want them to go to a store and to pick the stuff they want because they arrive with nothing, not even a pair of underwear sometimes. And can you imagine how traumatic that experience in itself is? Being rescued and then taken to this random white girl in the south of the country, and you're supposed to just, accustom yourself to this new life. And so there's just so many aspects, and it helps us to be able to move in ways when we don't have, funds coming in. Having funds coming in on a continual basis helps us to continue to work and to do and provide for them, because also providing for them on a daily basis is like providing for your own children. You can't be like, okay, in 5 days she's going to have a cold, so we're going to have money for a doctor's visit, you know? And so, yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes, no, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And like I said, just, you talked about integrity and every one of us here. So, I mean, it's all over the chat. So grateful for you and how you lead and live out your purpose on this earth, in a way that causes no hesitation. Like, of course, like anything Katie needs, like we want to show up. Anything within our power, we want to do, because of who you are and how you lead, and live out your purpose on this earth. So thank you for that. Do you have any other questions for Katie?
I don't think so, not at this time. Well, oh, I do have one. So, when are girls already living in the Faith House?
No, not yet.
The
It's
Faith.
brand new. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now we're on pause because we don't have any, because even our playroom on the second floor, we made it into a bedroom because we
Oh
didn't
wow.
have enough beds. Because we were asleep. Because I didn't say no. I just said yes. And we had them on the couch and I was like, okay. So what we did is we drywalled a lot of the windows and
Yeah.
sealed the windows and created this beautiful bedroom with 6 beds. And so the oldest girls are in that room together now, and that's the daisy room because all the rooms are different flowers. So yeah. So we're at max capacity, full at Casa Sol right now. So, and then obviously that house can also be used for triage in terms of if we have a girl that is in Casa Sol and is in crisis and needs to be separated, we can then put her there. Because when it comes down to children's services, as soon as you accept that child, you can't count on them for anything, no support whatsoever. And so that's been a big issue for us. And so that's another important aspect of collaboration between ministries, right? Because we had a girl who we rescued and she actually escaped from the house a couple weeks ago. And she went because another girl was do it, do it, do it. I'll come too. And she never went. And so she ended up being on by her own. And it took us 5 days to find her. And I couldn't bring her back into Casa Sol. And so I called my friend Joy and I was like, Joy, I need your help. Can you take her in? She's not aggressive. She's very, chilled out. She just needs to be in a new environment. I can't have her with the two other girls that were involved. And she took her and she's doing really well. So yeah, Joy is New Hope Girls. So that's the beauty between collaboration too. And that's what I would hope and dream for on a government level, but realistically, it's not going to happen. So we have to do it ourselves. And so that's another reason why this new house is so important so that we can actually move within our own facilities and take care of problems.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, we just love everything you're doing. Thank you so much for letting us play a small part of that. And we'll see how many things we can sell so that
Yeah.
each month we can send a nice donation
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
to
excited.
you to support all of your amazing efforts. So we love seeing what's going on down there, and in so much darkness, you create so much light and so much love. And I really admire Katie from the fact that you are like so vision driven, so full of purpose, and yet you still keep your heart open to really love people as well. And I think that is, does not happen on accident. I think you must work very hard at it. And God has given you a great gift in all of that as well. So thank you. All right. Anything else you want to say, Katie?
No, I was just looking through the chat to see if I missed any questions. Um,
I don't think so. I think it's a lot of positiveness.
yes. I know someone had
Positivity.
mentioned mental health. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
About using the video, Heidi. Yeah, I just have to, the video, you can, I have to get it posted. And then anyone can share it, however they want to share it.
Why don't we let you guys post it? And when you're good with us utilizing it more, Tawny, can you put it in the partner group when you're ready? And then we will put it in the toolbox, the link to it in the toolbox as well for you guys. But we won't use it until we get
Yeah.
permission. And just in case some of you don't know, Tawny helps Katie with her social media and other
Yes.
things, organizing some trips and things like that. So,
Yeah, and also we
things, organizing some trips and things like that. So,
yeah, and also we do have photos too, Gretchen. Like a lot of really awesome photos.
Great.
Yeah.
anything you're willing to share would
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, of like the house and just like shots that can be used that don't have faces of the girls.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful. We would love
and we
that.
are
Thank
working
you.
on a new website and also just consolidating everything and putting out all the information. It's like half the time I'm like running so fast that I'm like, like I have my new to-do list and it's 10 pages. So I just had my
Right.
team meeting this morning and I went through every single area and my to-do list is 10 pages long. So it's like,
Got
it's
to
a lot.
prioritize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get it all done in one day. That's for
Every
sure.
day. So, but yeah.
All right. So I do have one little thing, one simple little thing that I made for partners over the weekend. And I just made this little PDF because I thought if I'm a partner, I want to be able to cross off each day that I give to keep track of that. So I put, there's enough for a half a year. There's 183 little hearts. So if it were me, I'd like every time I sold or bought anything,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be coloring that little heart in.
Me too.
And feel free to post in the partner group anytime you want, whether you get your first 3 hearts or 30 hearts or 300 hearts, whatever. Feel free to share your pictures of your PDFs anytime because we will cheer you on and we would love to see that. Just so, Katie, I'll keep you updated
Yes.
as to how it's going. I'm hoping this gives us a little, all of us, including me and everyone on this call and everyone not on this call, some reinvigorated energy and excitement that we get to be a part of what you're doing through each and every piece. So I don't know, Katie, maybe you weren't on at that point, but we did. She was on? Oh, you saw
Yeah.
the stickers. Okay, you were there already.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was on everything. I thought it was going to be on some things, that's amazing.
So, all right. Well, I'll keep you updated how it's going. But okay, reminder, you have Power Hour with Gloria right after this. So we need to stop the recording, Michelle, as soon as we're done. Anything else that I'm missing?
Messaging.
Huh?
Susan.
Susan, thank you. That's what that thing meant where Elizabeth wanted me to talk about it. And I said, I don't need to talk about that. Yeah, we do. I wanted to let you know that Susan has prepared a little lesson on tips on messaging. And she is going to go ahead and put that later today in your Facebook, in the partner Facebook group, because we knew that we would go over today with all of the celebrations and our time with Katie. So she was already prepared for that. So, Susan, you have any comments about that? Did I get that right? Right? Like top 5 tips on messaging? Is that it?
Maybe I'll do a little live and
Okay. Cool. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being on here, participating with us. Love seeing your faces. Thanks again to Katie. And we will talk to you all soon.
Let's
have a great
sponsor
day.
lots of days for these girls.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.